Hey everyone, here are my August empties. First of all, I have these peel pads from Dr. Zenovia. These are the 10% glycolic acne control peel pads, and I've kind of been enjoying these types of products more recently. I find them very convenient. I use them both on my face and on body to like spot treat certain areas where I have like body acne or hyperpigmentation, and they're so convenient. These ones in particular, they're 10% glycolic acid, 2% salicylic acid, so it's a good mix of both. They're not super gentle, but I didn't find them super irritating either. Next up, this is the Youth of the People Clay Mask, Superclay Purifying plus Clear Power Mask. It has niacinamide, kombucha, and BHA in it. Clay masks are always pretty much just like okay to me, but this one I really enjoyed. It has obviously a lot of like good boosting ingredients in it besides just the like different types of clays. It obviously dries down after like 10 minutes or so and does the job that a clay mask should do, but it's not like drinking all the moisture out of my skin. When I wash this off, my skin is very comfortable. This also washes off fairly nicely as well. I usually only do clay masks before I get in the shower because it's easier to wash them off in the shower. But this one was fine washing it off in the sink, and I wasn't there like for 5 minutes trying to just get every bit of it off. I've heard a lot of hype about this and I can see why. I get why people like this. If you like clay masks and you have oily skin, or normal skin type as well. But if you just like clay masks, I think you would probably enjoy this one. So I would repurchase this one. Next up, we have NIOD Re Pigment. One of my favorite hyperpigmentation serums or serums for acne scars. Obviously, this is a repurchase for me. I have an old review of this comparing this to other different hyperpigmentation serums. I can use it to spot treat or I can use it all over the face. Just depends on how I'm feeling. Lots of like new age type of ingredients. It's not the most gentle one, so I'm carefully using this with my tretinoin sometimes, but most of the time it's fine. But if my skin is kind of sensitized, then I probably won't use this with my other active ingredients. But overall, it's kind of expensive, but I definitely think it's worth it. If I'm going to splurge on an item, it's probably going to be a treatment type serum, and this is a good one to check out. Be sure to check out part 2 when it comes out. Here's part 2 of my August empties. First of all, I have this Biosan Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil. Fun fact, this is actually one of the first posts that I actually made on my Instagram as Glow Skin Guy. It's not too heavy, it's a nice, thin, lightish facial oil. I like to use it at the end of my nighttime routine sometimes. I don't know how well it does for brightening or firming the skin. I just find it as a nice facial oil. It's a bit expensive, so I wouldn't repurchase this for myself personally, but it is nice. If you like facial oils, I don't think you'll be disappointed in this one. And I just like Squalane oil in general. I find that it works really nicely for my oily skin without being like too heavy and like clogging my pores. The moisturizer I finished up this month is the Build Skincare B Cream. It's one of my favorite moisturizers for my oily skin. Sinks in very nicely, leaves the skin nicely hydrated. It's very light, but not too light. You can actually feel like it's hydrating the skin properly. This is definitely a repurchase. I've already repurchased it several times before. Just a perfect, nice moisturizer for my oily skin. I feel like a wide variety of skin types would enjoy this as well. I'm just going to count this as an empty right now because I'm going to have to like cut it open to get the last bit of it out. But this is the Roche Posay Toleraine Double Repair Matte Moisturizer. This is a new launch from them this year. I had a sponsored post with this when this was released earlier this year, but obviously I still like the product. It's a great moisturizer for combo oily skin. I've been enjoying products like this a lot more recently because of how they can work well under other sunscreens. If I have like a glowy sunscreen, I like to put a mattifying moisturizer underneath it just to kind of help balance things out. And this one's a good one because even though it's matte, it's not drying. It still has a lot of the good stuff that most La Roche-Posay products have, like ceramides, niacinamide. So even though it mattifies my skin, it doesn't dry my skin out, which is key. Just as a little bonus body care item, this is the Josie Marin Pro Retinol Body Butter. And I love their body butters. First of all, their formula is incredible. The regular one I have is like one of my favorite ones that I've ever used. It sinks into the skin so nicely, and you don't have to take like 20 billion years for it to sit there and absorb and rubbing it in. So I love that one. This one, the formula is very similar, but this one obviously has retinol in it. I didn't notice too much extra difference in like the smoothing of my skin. I mean, just hydrating the skin makes it feel very smooth to begin with. So I don't know if I would repurchase this one over the regular version, but it's nice. If you're gonna get this one though, I definitely recommend getting the pink grapefruit scent because I had the unscented version before and I didn't like that. I definitely appreciate the extra grapefruit scent in this. That's all the empties for the month. Let me know if you tried any of these products.